All right, what is up, everybody? So today I have what I think is a pretty interesting video. My buddy Malik hit me up a little while ago and said, hey, I have a box of parts for you. I'm not telling you what they are. If you want them, come get them. You can do whatever you want with them. You can keep them, sell them, whatever, doesn't matter. Just come get them. So I had to, you know, I'm always down for a surprise. It seemed pretty interesting to me. And he also had an E36 he was selling for a friend. And so I went and took a look at that. Unfortunately, I didn't buy it. It was beat up. I didn't want to take that risk. Me and Justice were planning on buying it, fixing it, flipping it, just to do something kind of just for fun. But we still might. Who knows? If he comes down on the price, he might do that. But yeah. So I'll show you what he gave me. All right. So this is what he gave me. We got an S54 airbox and some parts like a motor mount, fuel rail. Vacuum rail, S52, I believe, oil filter, and I'm blanking, fuel rail. But most importantly, are these guys right here. Unfortunately, they are taken apart, so that's what I'm gonna be doing in today's video, is putting them back together and just kind of seeing what is needed. These things are super clean. I don't know if you resprayed them or just cleaned them up super well. They are not perfect. As you can see, this one's got a hole in it. It's missing the valve. Luckily, he gave me all of these random parts, and I'm gonna figure out how they go. All right, so this one is missing the pieces. Luckily, I think it's pretty straightforward to put back together. This piece, oops, I need the spring. This piece goes on here. We got this right here. Actually, I should be doing this backwards. This would probably save me some time. I don't know why I'm doing this video. I'm just bored, honestly. And just trying to kind of figure out what parts are needed. That's gonna need to go in there. All right, so let's try this again. Now it goes this way. This guy, he's gonna fold around, hook on to here, and now we got a spring. So that's pretty straightforward. This now will drop right into there. It does look like I'm missing one of the screws that hold it down, but that's the least of my worries. Okay, and while I have them all apart, I feel like this could be a good, easy next step. We're gonna do the throttle position sensor. Just figure out this little spacer goes on there, and then the sensor should just go straight on. This part seems pretty straightforward, but nonetheless, I'm doing it just because all the pieces are here. And one of the things is I'm not gonna go crazy and like tightening all this stuff up. This is more just for like mock-up purposes, just so I know what I have, what I need, etc. So throttle position sensor is now on. And then this one goes first. So we're gonna take the rail and we're just gonna slide it on. And then this one I noticed, for whatever reason, there's an indent for a clip, which I have. I don't know why like this one gets a clip, but the other ones don't. I don't know, I didn't design it. Anyways, clip is now on, and let's keep it going. So one thing too to note, this one does not have a bearing in it. Some of them do, like this, there's a bearing. This one, there is not. Reasoning behind that, I guess, is basically you don't need to support in all the spots. So 1, 3, and 6 get the bearings. So grab one without the bearings, slide it on. Actually, I'm getting ahead of myself already. I don't need to be doing that. What I need to be doing is putting this guy on. This guy will hook onto here, and actually open the throttle body itself. So that goes on. We grab in this box of parts. We grab nut and bolt that goes in here, which I know they go in there because there's the right amount of them. Malik really told me nothing about these at all, except for everything should be there, which it seems to be. Next thing up, we get this guy, clips on, and now, if it were to say on a car, rod rotates, throttle opens, which is pretty sick, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. And now we get one without the bearings. That slides on, same idea. I'll probably just fast forward through all this because you really don't need to see it. Okay, after you get the first three on, you take, this again, and you actually install it the opposite direction as the other ones. So when you use your throttle, this is what actually actuates it. I know I'm probably not using all the best terminology, whatever, but it is what it is. Bear with me here. I'm kind of making it up as I'm going. So then after that, we just keep putting the throttle bodies on, and you guys probably get another time lapse. All right, so as you can see, this guy doesn't clip on, so I'm gonna have to buy a new one of them. They're only a couple bucks, but again, this is why I'm doing it, so I can figure out what I need now instead of trying to go put it on the car. I'm like, oh, well, actually, we don't have it. We don't have all the parts, blah, 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 wasting time. So, no wasting time here.
Okay, last piece of the puzzle. We both have to go another way. Probably would be smart.
All right, that is that. Next thing up, we got the vacuum line. I'll slap this guy on there real quick. All right, so put you in there. All right, so now we're gonna have throttle bodies. I have the fuel rail over here. I'll just slap it on here for test purposes. Okay, just like that. We have S54 independent throttle bodies. Let's see how they work. Of course, it'd be hard to film with one hand, but struggling over here. Boom. Check that out. That's so cool. I can't wait to put these on the car. They're gonna sound so good. All right, so throttle bodies are all together. I'm stoked. I can't wait to put them on the car. Unfortunately, I probably won't be for a while, but at least they're here, they're together. I know which little parts I need to order. The big thing is, what I'm gonna need is an adapter plate to make them fit on the S52. I'm going to need an aftermarket ECU, standalone, which these are things I'm not ready to buy yet. They're just too expensive. But one day, when I save up a little bit of money, I would do that. I might even kind of break it down a little bit. Buy the adapter plate, run the S54 manifold with the stock MAF from the S52. I think that should work. I don't know about injectors. I'd have to look into that. But worst case, I'd have to buy S54 injectors, I imagine. I don't know. These are just thought process, kind of ways to maybe get the ball moving a little bit, move in that direction. But huge shout out to Malik. I can't thank him enough. I've wanted to do this for a long time. And yeah, go support him. Go support his company. It's called Peeled Raw. I'll put links to both of them in the description. He makes some cool apparel. He's been doing liveries, so if you've got a race car, hit him up. He's done a couple really cool liveries, whether he's applied them himself or just designed them. He's killing it lately, so thank him, thank you. You guys are awesome. See you next time. Goodbye.